So, where to begin? So, alright, so to start, main thing, number bib. Super important, must have. Mine's still got all my numbers in, but I've always kept them in here since the very start of my eventing career. Next, we'll go with what I have here. Probably most important is a helmet. I have two, so this one I wear for dressage and for show jumping. It's got a fixed peak, which is what you have to have for both of those. This is a Charles Owen one. I got it for my 18th birthday. I love it. It's really comfy, fits well, and I think it's quite sleek looking with kind of the faux leather effect. Quite a narrow shape, which I quite like. I don't like it when it's really thick because then it kind of makes you look like a toad. So that's the one that I wear for those two, and I've got my little British Eventing tag on there. And then for cross country, I have an exciting new addition to the team, which is this, ding ding, my Kep helmet, which I wear cross country, no fixed peak. I got this actually very recently for a Christmas / birthday present situation. I used to wear a Charles Owen one. I've had it since I was like 11, was definitely in need of a new one. So invested in this bad boy. Stylish, keep your hat safe, especially out in cross country. You don't want to be taking any risks there because you're getting solid stuff. And it's in my colour, it's a navy one, which I love, and I've got my navy and red hat silk on there. And it lives in this handy nice little bag here, so put my baby back in. That can go over there. And then what's just fallen out? Spurs. So I have two pairs. I have one pair that's, let me show you, kind of sharp on the end. Oh, wait for the focus. The focus. Maybe. Either way, you can kind of see it. Kind of, not sharp, that was definitely the wrong word to use. More kind of square on the end and rounded. Not too long. They're quite good if I feel like I might need a bit more encouragement. Or, yeah, for the bigger tracks probably. And then I have these, which are kind of rounded on the end. And like rubber. They're kind of a bit softer, less likely to mark, which is always a good thing. And I wear those pretty much all the time, to be fair. I usually wear the metal ones cross country, then the rubber for dressage and show jump, depending on how she's feeling. So that's those. And then this is a hood. I show you here, a little hood. This is a Weather Beater one, the one I happen to choose. Other ones are available. But this is the one that I have. This is, put it on once I've plaited, even if it's the night before on the day, so that keeps all her plaits neat, don't get shavings in them. Super useful. And then I usually travel her in it as well because she'll probably make a mess. And then take it off literally as I'm about to tack up. And she generally looks pretty smart in that. What else do I have for travelling to the event? So I have under here a Thermatex, this one, like a waffle rug. This is a Cadence one that I have, navy. I usually travel in this and then like a cooler underneath, like a half mesh, half rug one. I think I have a horseware one that's somewhere. And I usually travel in that because then it keeps them cool. And then also I've got it ready for afterwards, once I bath her off after cross country. You can have this on and it will keep her warm on the travel back, but also she can dry off properly. So waffle rug, always a good investment. Speaking of good investments, body protector. Very important piece of kit for the cross country. This is mine. It's a race safe one. I also, again, recently just invested in one of these because I might have one from when I used to go to riding school. Mum and Dad used to make me wear one all the time. And that, yeah, it was like 11 years. I had it since I was 11, so 9 years old. and the zip officially gave way on it last season. So I bought this one. It's a really safe one. I really like it because it's got the kind of shut little chunks so that they mould into you really well. They're super light and breathable because they've got a kind of mesh on the outside, if you can see that. And yeah, fits beautifully. Worth the investing in one of those that fits properly, because otherwise it can't protect you quite right. And then on top of that, I wear this, which is an air jacket. I have a red one because, like I said, my colours are red and navy. This is madness, really good. This is a Point 2 air jacket. Can't remember which model it is actually, but let's see if it's in here. The Pro Air 2, I think, is the one. Again, good size range because you want these to fit well. A little bit looser than the body protector because it's got to go over the top, but not too big, and it's got to have enough space to inflate, obviously. I have fallen off in this once at Launceston in the 100. I didn't even feel like landing. I was a bit winded after. The one thing I will say, when it blows up, it does go in really tight, so it does wind you a bit, but better than a broken back every day of the week. So love, love, love this, and I love that they have different colours. And next, well, since it's here, I'm getting in the way, is my show jacket. I wear for dressage, cross country, show jumping, because I don't have tails, because I have yet to need them. This is the jacket that I wear. It's like a black soft shell, it's a teeny one, it's got my badges on. I've got a British Eventing one, Pony Club and NSCA. And I love this. It's super lightweight. It's tightly fitted, which I prefer. It's super smart, and it's because it's soft shell and that material, it keeps cleaner as well. I find I don't get so many marks and things on it, and it's also goes in the machine to wash it, so that's super easy. And it came with this free bag, which is great. So we want to keep her clean. Next, show jump boots. So I just use like a normal tendon boot, nice and solid, and then strapping across the front. These are the Veridus Olympus ones. I actually was given these by a friend who didn't need them anymore, which is a nice problem to have. So these are really quite old and a bit gross, but they are Veridus, so very happy to have those. And I have the back boots as well. I always put these on for show jumping. I think it really helps just keep her a bit protected for knocking herself. They're quite breathable as well, spongy on the inside, so I don't find her legs get hot in them, which I always think is a good thing. But yeah, main thing, protection. Don't want any injuries, not fun times. Also, overreach boots, always wear these as well for show jumping and for cross country. Just, again, no overreaching, as the name suggests. We don't want any of that. These ones have fur on, a bit excessive, however, if it means that they don't rub, great news. But I only really, sounds a bit snooty, I really only use these if the ground is nice and hard and I'm not going to get these all mucky, because the fur kind of doesn't keep very well. So good ground, the furry ones. If not, I have these ones which are kind of like fabric and like solid, and they have a lump in the back here. I'll come and show you. Back here, if you can see that lump there, which I think is quite good because then they kind of mould into, which I think is good because then they mould into the back of her fetlock, that's the word I'm looking for. And I also find these don't rub because they're fabric and they're kind of a foamy bit on the inside, which is always good as well. And I like that they're in blue, part of the cross country colours. I also have these ones in red, which I usually wear. But they are in the washing machine after cross country, so we'll use the blue for now. But these also, they're legacy equestrian ones. They were just ones that I found, but they look smart, good shape, and I usually use these for cross country as well because they dry out really well and they clean off easily, take all the mud off, so that's always good. Also for cross country, I wear these boots. I wear the Premier Equine air cooled ones. They're the best ones, in my opinion, that are affordable. They've got good solid protection in them, and the Velcro's good, so I don't find they slip or come undone particularly. But also they've got these nice blue vents in the front. I'm sure we all used to them, and along here, which I've never found come back, you know, touch wood, never comes back with hot legs after cross country, and they also dry really well from the water, which is great. So that's the front one, and then the back ones are like longer, again like solid knock pads, which I think is always really important with hitting the solid fence out in the cross country. You definitely want good knock pads. And then I have spare stirrups that live in my box in case for whatever reason I need another pair. Always good to have a pair. I have another bag over here of spares actually. Where is it? Here. So in this bag I keep spares anyway. Spare brow band. I've got pretty much the pieces for a spare bridle in here, and a bit, things like that I might need if something breaks. I've got nose bands, reins if they are too worn or they break, a spare brow band, spare nose band, spare stirrup leathers, flash, anything like that I might need lives in here with the stirrups. We'll put those back in while we're here. Alright guys, so bedroom Caitlin here. That's the end of part 1 of this series of what's in my event box. I did a poll on Instagram about whether once I'd edited it, because it was kind of like a 24-minute video, I think, even when I sort of cut it down. I am very good at waffling though, so that's probably why it was so long. But I did a poll if you guys wanted it in 2 parts, so that it was kind of more of a manageable amount, and you guys voted for the 2 parts, so that's what I have done. So that's the end of the first half. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that it's been insightful. I will post second half next week, probably Monday or Tuesday, since I've already got it ready and edited. Maybe let me know in the comments or over on my Instagram. I'll do another poll what day you'd like it posted. Please comment anything that you think could be better or anything that you liked. I'd really like to know your opinion. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It means a lot. And thank you so much for watching, for making it through a whole 11 minutes of me talking. Probably a bit more now that I'm drooling on. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you with the second half next week. Thanks guys.